Alright gang, Mike J. Anthony here. Wanted you to check out my new shirt here. It's time for Plan B, which is Bitcoin. So I'm gonna post a couple of links to a couple of these cool new shirts that I got. The other one was Litecoin. I was normally wearing my Litecoin shirt, but so actually I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about some of this crypto termination that's been rolling around the internet and YouTube, and a lot of those guys with the technical analysis and stuff, which I don't do technical analysis, but I do watch them, and when I watch them, I know what they're talking about for the most part. But I realize there's a lot of people that don't know what some of these words are because they throw out these words as if everybody knows what they are, and um, so I wanted to make a video specifically addressing that. So I'm on a website where it talks about all the cryptocurrency terms you need to know. So let's just go down and see what we got here. Because the ones right off the top of my head that I hear all the time are like, well, crypto, number one, that's they're talking about cryptocurrency, which is the same as digital coins, which is the same as digital tokens, which is the same as, uh, you know, uh, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all of those things are crypto, or they might be talking about the whole entire space, the crypto space, but they're talking about cryptocurrencies, okay? And so, uh, which reminds me right here that fiat is government issued currency. So when they say fiat, that's what they're talking about, such as the US dollar. A lot of these technical analyst guys that talk about trading, they might mention the word whale, and a whale coming into the market, that's someone that either, like it says here, owns an absurd amount of cryptocurrency, or they spend an absurd amount of money buying a cryptocurrency, and they talk about whales moving the market, things like that. Limit order, limit sell, limit. I'm not going to talk about that stuff. That's trading terminology. I want to stick to more crypto stuff that I hear all the time. Let's see here. Bullish, bearish. This is something they talk about a lot. This is the being a bull, or in a bull, or the market being in a bullish state means that they're expecting the price to go up. Okay, bears taking over a market means people are driving the price down, or they are expecting the price to go down. And so that's exact opposite of what a bullish market is. A bullish market is one where it's going up in value or expected to go up, and a bearish market is one where it's going down or expected to go down. Let's see, ATH, that's at an all-time high. That's just an acronym for all-time high. Altcoin, that's any coin that's outside of the big two or three. The big one is obviously Bitcoin, then there's Ethereum, then there's Litecoin. So outside of that, basically these three coins trade on Coinbase, or Bitcoin Cash is another one. But outside of those, everything else is called an altcoin, or an alternate cryptocurrency. So that's what that is. Tokens, that refers to the currency of projects built on Ethereum network and have raised money via issuing currency of their own, or tokens of their own, I should say, such as Golem, Augur, Economy, ICO. That's something that became a large term last year in 2017. That means initial coin offering, which is an acronym that's similar to what's in stocks is known as an IPO, or initial, what does IPO mean? Product offering? Actually, not product, public is what it means. Initial public offering is what it means in the stock market world. But in the coin world, it means initial coin offering. So they're usually startups, and it means you can buy some kind of a startup, and they usually issue a certain amount of coins that you can buy before they actually get started with their project. So basically, it's a raising money thing, So they're trying to raise money for their project. So you might want to invest in it. They're very risky, as some people don't really have projects, and they just want to raise money so they can steal it. And then others really do have good projects going on that you can invest in that might actually be worth something in the future. So that's what ICOs are. So let's see. FOMO. This is another one that's mentioned a lot. That's just fear of missing out. So when someone talks about FOMOing into a market, that means somebody buying because they're afraid of missing out on the upward trend. That's what a lot of people did last year in December 2017 because the market was going up so crazy high that, people who never heard of cryptos before were finally starting to hear about them. And some of those people actually bought, but they didn't buy because they knew anything about cryptos or were even interested in cryptos. They bought because they were FOMOing. They were afraid of missing out on this trend that they heard about with people making a lot of money. Here's another one that you hear, FUD. FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So when someone says that they're spreading FUD, that's what they're doing. They're spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Um, Baseless negativity spread intentionally by someone that wants the price of something to drop. So sometimes people or organizations will put out press releases that are meant to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt in an attempt to make something go down. And if someone or an organization is doing that, it's most likely because they want to pick up the price. They want to pick it up at a lower price. So they'll put out some FUD here and then see if they can cause the price to drop. Um, None of this is kind of like rumors being put out there in the stock market world as well. So let's see, a FUDster, as you would expect, that's someone that spreads FUD. Pump and dump, you hear that? That's when someone's when like an altcoin, something besides the big ones are getting some kind of lots of attention and you don't know why. You never even heard of the coin before. It could be someone that's trying to pump it up. The same thing that someone spreading FUD tries to push it down. Um, Pumping something means they're trying to push it up with the publishing of positive information that no one can confirm or things like that. And then what they do is when the price goes up, they sell. And then that's called dumping. So when someone tries to put out positive information about something, specifically for the reason to get the price up solely so that they can sell it, that's called a pump and dump. So you'll hear that one a lot, a lot. If you're still holding on to it after maybe you were a person who bought during the pump and you were still holding on after the dump, that's someone called the bag man or the bag holder. They talk about ROI a lot. ROI is simply return on investment. See, TA, that's people who do technical analysis or trend analysis or technical analysis. You'll see people doing TA. So these ones I can skip. So general cryptocurrency terms, the blockchain. The blockchain is the technology behind how the Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies work. They work along their particular blockchain. Bitcoin is the original one, so it has the Bitcoin blockchain. Now Ethereum has one, so they have an Ethereum blockchain. And the altcoins can actually work on one of the other blockchains, such as Litecoin. Litecoin operates on the Bitcoin blockchain because it was pretty much part of blockchain. It's basically like a fork of Bitcoin, so it works on the same blockchain. All right, so a node, that's a computer that possesses a copy of the blockchain and is working to maintain it. Mining is the process of trying to solve the next block in the chain. So it requires obscene amounts of computer processing power to do it effectively, and then you get rewarded. So a lot of miners are mining crypto. They have computers that are working on the next processing, and then they are rewarded with a piece of that uh, cryptocurrency. So that's why a lot of miners mine for that reason. So a mining rig is the computers that allows that to happen. I mentioned fork earlier. That's a situation where a blockchain splits into two separate chains. That's why I said Litecoin came off the Bitcoin blockchain. So forks generally happen in the crypto world when a new governance rules are built into blockchain's code. Some more. So what they did was, Litecoin was meant to work faster and more approved version of um, Bitcoin, but it was meant to work with Bitcoin, but not against Bitcoin. So that's why a lot of people call it the Bitcoin's gold to, and Litecoin is the silver to Bitcoin's gold kind of thing. You might hear some of these terms, proof of work. Um, that's the current consensus algorithm used by Ethereum. POS is proof of stake. They wrote here, doesn't mean piece of, you know what? I'm just going to skip some of these that don't seem like that. I don't hear too much myself, but ones that I do hear, a software wallet, that's where you can have a wallet that you can download to your computer in the form of a piece of software. My Ether wallet is one of the more popular. Then you have a hardware wallet. I actually have one right here. You can safely store currency offline, and this is a Trezor. So this is what's known as a hardware wallet. There's a few of them. There's Nano S, there's Trezor like this one, but this one you can store your cryptocurrency on here rather than online, and that's the most secure way to hold your cryptocurrency. And here it even gives you two of the most popular ones. So I just showed you the Trezor already. So Ethereum, I won't go into these. I don't really hear much about these unless you're okay. Now this stuff here, you hear these a lot. HODL. This actually means hold on for dear life. So that became an acronym as people started to say that a lot more. So when you hear about someone hodling, it means they're holding on for dear life. It says here, long ago, someone in a Bitcoin forum got drunk and made a post with this typo in the place of hold, and the meme was born. So rather than saying hold, they just say hodl, but I don't know how true that is, but I personally know it to mean hold on for dear life, and that's really an acronym. Lambo, you hear people talking about buying Lambos or wanting to buy Lambos in the cryptocurrency world. That means that they're talking about making so much money in the crypto space that they are able to afford a Lamborghini. So that's people who, we're all going to be rich, we're all going to be buying Lambos. They don't really mean that they're going to go out and buy Lambos. They just mean that they're going to make enough money to be able to afford to buy a Lambo. So that's what that means. And mooning. Mooning is when they think that something's going to go to the moon as far as price increase. So you hear that a lot. Is such and such going to the moon? This currency is going to the moon. That currency is going to the moon. This company is about to moon. This currency is mooning right now. That's what they mean. They're just talking about it's going up a lot is what that means. And that's it. So hopefully this helps you out. If you are hearing all these terms and don't know what they mean, then we just ran through most of the more common ones that I hear out there in the crypto world. So I hope this helped you out. Take care.